CryptoHacks CTF challenge. This one's gonna be called Base64. So it says another common encoding scheme is Base64, which allows us to represent binary data as an ASCII string using alphabets of 64 characters, hence the name Base64. One character of a Base64 string encodes 6 binary digits or bits, and so 4 characters of Base64 encodes 3-bit bytes. Base64 is most commonly used online, so binary data such as images can be easily included into HTML or CSS files. Take below the hex string, decode it into bytes, and then encode it into Base64. In Python, after importing the Base64 module with import, you can use the base to function. Remember to decode the hex first, as the challenge description states. So it says below, take the below hex string, decode it into bytes, and then encode it into Base64. So it says right here, so decode this into bytes. So we want to be able to, I guess, decode this into bytes and then encode it back to Base64. So we control C this. So, okay, yeah, and then encode it. So we could probably use Python because we're gonna be importing a Python library. So Python 3. And then we're gonna have our thing called solve is equal to whatever our hex string is, and then we're just basically copy the logic that we had beforehand with if we look right here, it's gonna be the logic of bytes from hex. Oh wait, I think it's just basically see almost there, I guess, or you could call it solve 2 is gonna equal to our bytes from hex, but inside here we're just gonna put solve, and then we're gonna do print solve 2. We get this as yeah, we get, that's what we get, because we from hex, yeah, is a hex string decoded into bytes and then encoded to Base64. Now we want to encode it as Base64. So it says right here we had to import Base64. Hopefully we have this library already. So let's see, import Base64. It looks like we do, since that import worked. And Base64 encode, and we're basically gonna run this. I guess we're gonna run print, and then from here we're gonna print out solve 2, which should be save solve 2, and we get crypto Base64 encoding is web safe is basically our final answer. And I guess to show you guys the long way on how to do it is basically we'll do hex to I think hex decoder, and it shouldn't give us something. Yeah, we'll see right now. We'll see how we do this. So hex decoder, paste this. I guess bytes. Okay, hexadecimal. View as text. Okay, yeah. So it, yeah. So that wasn't. Wait, the hexadecoder here. Let's try this one. Decode. Yeah, so I don't think it was gonna get us anything, but this did. And I think if we compare it, we get crypto Base64 encoding is web safe, which matches what we have right here, where we got the hex string and then we converted it to bytes, and then from there, yeah, we decoded it into bytes, and then we encoded it back to Base64, which is what we did right here, because we imported the Base64 library that Python provides, and then we did Base64 encode, which was solve 2, which hold our whatever we decoded from hex, and then from right here we got the final answer, and which matches what we have right here. So yeah, that's about it for this challenge. Hopefully you guys learned something new today. I know I did, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.